to do this now. Hate to hold you in just a little bit, but there's some important business we need to take care of. To our dear church family, do you like change? I don't, unless it's change from a cash purchase at a cash register. However, change is coming in 2025 for Crete Berean Church and for Dee and me. It is our plan to retire from full-time ministry in May of 2025. God has been so faithful in our 50 years of full-time ministry, and bear with me as I mention some of the high points of his faithfulness. Dee and I met at Moody Bible Institute in Chicago, Illinois, and we graduated in May of 1975, and we were married in October of that year. And our full-time ministry status began in 1975 as we served as assistant director of Bible Witness Camp in Pembroke, Illinois, the ministry my family was involved in since I was 2 years old. In 1982, we were called to serve as CE director and youth pastor at Emmanuel Baptist Church in Kankakee, Illinois, and served there until 1987 when we left for more training at Dallas Theological Seminary. While in seminary, we directed the ministry of Camp Elhar, a church camp, which at that time was a ministry of Schofield Memorial Church. I crammed 4 years of a THM degree into 6 years, and we left Dallas, Texas in 1994 to serve as senior pastor at Chadron Berean Church in Chadron, Nebraska. And we had 17 years of wonderful ministry in Chadron. In July of 2011, we arrived in Crete. The Lord has given us over 13 years of being part of your lives. You have been such a blessing to us, and we'll always treasure our time of leading and encouraging you in your walk with Jesus. To get an idea of how long we've been hanging around, this year's high school graduating class were the preschoolers when we first arrived. How did we arrive at this decision? Well, first we considered the future of Crete Berean Church. Where does Jesus want to take his church located here in Crete in the next 5, 10, 15 years? Are we the ones with the gifts to take this church to where the Lord wants it to be? Or does he have another pastor in mind who can move the church family forward to win hundreds, if not thousands, of lost people in this area to Christ and train them to be disciples who make disciples? The answer to this question has been getting increasingly clear. We are confident that he already has someone in mind to lead our Crete Berean family. And we're excited to see what the Lord is already doing to bring about this change. We've already begun praying for the new pastor and his family and invite you to join us from this day on, praying for that new pastor. Secondly, we considered our ages and the fact that our earth suits are wearing out. In February, Dee will be 71 and I'll be 72. We've both been through some troubled waters with bouts of cancer and my recent vertebrae herniation and bulges. We praise God that he has seen us through those troubled waters, but we know that as we age in this sin-sick, fallen world, there may be other physical battles ahead, all of which are constant distractions from full-time ministry. So what does our future look like? Well, we want to continue to be used by the Lord in whatever way he wants to use us. For now, we'll continue to work right here at Crete Berean Church. We'll be involved with you to help make this transition as smooth as possible. We do not have a clear picture of what our future ministry will look like, but we're looking to the Lord for direction. We do not have plans to move from Crete at this time. Moving is a nightmare neither one of us relish, especially at this point in our lives. Of course, we will continue to love our children and grandchildren and be with them as much as we can. That part of our ministry is pretty clear to us. We wanted to make this announcement now, even though it's going to be 6 months before it becomes official, because of the time required to locate a new pastor. As I said, please join us in prayer, first for the elders, for the selection of an interim pastor, and the pastoral search team that will be assembled, and the new pastor God will put in place here. And we are looking so forward to that. Now Jeremiah, the chairman of our elder team, is going to share some exciting news because we've already seen God at work in this whole plan. So Jeremiah, your turn.